I know a lot of you guys are wondering how I've been feeling. I'm on day 11 after my first chemo treatment, and I want to just kind of update you and tell you what's been happening. Look how absolutely gorgeous this albino iguana is. I love her to death. She is absolutely amazing. And I know that there's some of you that might be going through chemo right now, or you might have friends and family that are going through chemo or have gone through chemo. So you have a general idea of what I'm probably going through. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Look at her. I definitely don't want to get bit right now. I don't want to have any kind of injuries at this point, so I have to be really careful. But she is absolutely amazing. Calm down, girl. You're going to be okay. No food. There's no food. Oh my gosh, she is absolutely crazy. You okay? Oh, no, calm down. I just love the way she looks, you know, but you have to remember that the chemo regimen that I'm on right now is pretty heavy. It's actually what they consider the worst chemo that you can possibly get. It's called Furfurenex, but the doctors literally call it full fury. So I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty tough. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it or lie to you guys. Every day is pretty tough. It could have been worse. I know people that literally can't get out of bed. The fact that I've been able to get out of bed, come to work is great. You know, typically what happens is I wake up and I feel relatively okay in the morning. I don't feel terrible. I don't always feel perfect, but I feel okay usually. By about 11, 12, certainly by 1 o'clock, I'm just starting to feel kind of really bad, really run down, lost all energy. Mentally more difficult than I ever thought it could be. And you got to remember, I'm only one treatment in.
Wow, the color on it is amazing. It's like a vanilla wolf. Stop, he doesn't like himself.
Never heard it bark at me. Have you ever heard it one bark, dude?
No, man, I'm scared I'm holding it. Obviously, things have been different lately. One of the things that I've been doing more, and that I have wanted to do more, is work open hours. Gabby, my girlfriend, and I, we've been working open hours Friday, Saturday, sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes we just fill in. So it's really cool to spend a lot of time here at the zoo just trying to get things to run how we want them to run. Speaking of run, this Leachianus gecko, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, look at the color on it. It really caught my eye. Reminds me of like vanilla latte, I swear.
I hope it don't catch your ear, dog.
Oh my goodness, this thing is so cool. It's been a lot of fun. This new kind of style of my life that I've been doing. I've been a lot more involved in trying to build certain cages out, making sure that the patrons are getting the best experience possible. Sure, it's a lot of hard work, but I'm having fun doing it. Please don't bite my throat.
Oh, he's going! He's going!
Did it go in?
He's almost in something.
Is it in? Is it in?
That's a terrible shot.
Oh. I don't think we'll tell Jessica about this.
There's actually something that's called chemo brain. You guys may not have heard of it. I had never heard of it. It's like mentally fogs your brain. And sometimes it lasts throughout the entire treatment. Sometimes you get a little bit of clarity. Sometimes it gets back and forth. Usually in the morning, I have a lot more clarity. Usually when we're filming and stuff like that, I feel pretty clear. And then as the day goes on, I get more and more foggy. Certainly that few days after the treatment is a lot worse. You know, as you get into the second week, it gets a little bit better. Although a couple days ago, I had a really terrible day where I was in really bad shape, and I thought I was on the other side of it and was going to start feeling better. And you know, the life that I live, I have to be mentally sharp, right? Because I have so many businesses going on, got so much happening with the aquarium, trying to run this place, Animal Con USA, we're trying to make happen. By the way, September 15th through 17th, animalconusa.com. Definitely want to check it out this year. I'm praying that I'm going to be feeling good enough to go, but we'll have to wait to see. But that chemo brain is definitely something that I didn't anticipate, and it's a huge challenge to get through. You guys know that my energy level is always way up here. I always said that I could outwork anyone. I worked day to night. I was tireless. That was just kind of my thing, right? I was like an Energizer bunny all the time. I'm not gonna lie, this last 2 weeks, my energy has been zapped. I mean, I would say really about 50% of the energy that I usually have. Again, in the morning, have a little bit more energy, but by afternoon, I am snotted. I mean, it is hard for me to do anything. I oftentimes have to take a nap, which I hadn't taken a nap in probably 10 years. Now I almost have to take a nap every single day, and then the rest of the day I'm just really low energy. Some days are better than others, but boy oh boy, some days I literally have to put all my mental energy into just trying to get through each and every minute.
Hey, it tickles, buddy. With everything that's going on around here, first thing first, it's always been a different vibe now, you know? Like, it used to be who could be the funniest, who could be the loudest, who could do the most sketchy things, whatever you want to say. Now it's kind of just, you know, more a little bit relaxed, but at the same time, we still try to make each other laugh all the time, and we still try to make it a good vibe. We are stepping up a lot, whether you guys notice it or not. We've always done the cleaning, but it's the little things like whether it's fixing Matilda's door or the hose reel that stopped breaking. Look, we got a new hose. I had had to install it. You know, it's just little things like that that make our day-to-day easier that Brian would have done that now we're stepping up and doing. So, but that's okay, because no matter how anybody looks at it, we're basically a family around here. You know, Brian really is like a second or third dad to me, and I've only been here 2.5 years, so like it is crazy, but when it comes down to it, we all work as a family. We get things done that need to be done. You're part of that family now too, whether you like it or not.
My guy Nova here, he is such a beautiful animal, isn't he? Just all the reds that are coming in here, I haven't seen that before. He just started to get it. Really cool. His girlfriend Lilith is actually on break right now because he just started to beat her up too much. So we have her off display. She's starting to really look better now, which is really good. The good news about the kind of mental toughness is that I've always been really mentally tough, even though a lot of times I'm like, I can't do it. My body is saying like, I can't go. I'm mentally tough enough to push through, you know, and say, I've got to get this achieved. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still listening to my body. I'm resting when I need to. I get it. I'm not going overboard because I know that's not that good either. But everyone I know that has beat cancer, and even my doctors say, like, the people that like stay active and try to keep their routine as close to possible as it can be, and apparently it can't be exactly what it used to be, especially not for a guy like me, but those are the people that usually fare the best, right? Rather than sitting and just laying around and just like feeling bad for myself, coming here, being around these beautiful animals, interacting with you guys, that's really making it a lot easier for me, even though it is really tough. Look at my girl Juliet. Looks like she just got done taking a nap too. And what do I do after a nap? I mean, it literally is usually like a 30-minute nap, maybe 45 minutes top. I usually do mental stuff after that. Not only am I trying to do a workout every day, you know, I'm not like crushing the gym or anything like that, but I'm trying to work out every single day. I go for a walk, but I also do mental stuff, right? Like Animal Con USA, working on that, you know, making sure all the creators are there, making sure the event's going to be absolutely amazing. But I'm also working on the aquarium across the street all the time too at night, planning, making calls to contractors, making sure that I have things kind of rolling. So I'm doing more of that type of stuff rather than physical work. I'm trying to keep myself mentally sharp. Speaking about the aquarium across the street, thank you guys. We've raised $210,000 on the GoFundMe so far. You know, we have a long way to go to raise money all over the place, and I'm working on a lot of different options, but we're really working on that, and with any luck, within the next couple weeks, we can secure enough things to where we can get started moving again forward on that project. If you guys are interested, the GoFundMe link will be right down in the description. Again, $210,000 is amazing. Not gonna lie, we need a lot more, and I appreciate everybody that is helping on me this, but to say that the battle with this chemo is hard would certainly be an understatement.
He's the occupational hazard. Since Brian's been, you know, busy taking care of his health, it's been a lot quieter around here. We obviously don't do the fun challenge videos as much anymore. Don't get me wrong, we're still gonna do those. As of right now, it doesn't really fit our vibe. Left me time to do is focus more on my work and get more into it and things I have to do, paying a lot of attention to the frogs and making sure that their environment is suitable for their breeding, trying to, you know, pick up more things outside of my usual area. This plant is out of hand.
If you haven't noticed, we actually brought Son of Sam, our bullfrog, over, our African bullfrog, or pixie frog. He's so cool. Of course, his dad was named Sam. It was like this big. Son of Sam, you get it, you know what I mean? And again, I realized that chemo is a cumulative thing. I'm only on treatment 1, going on treatment 2. When I get to treatment 6, it's gonna be harder, right? Because, you know, your body is gonna be more wore down. You're gonna have mentally gone through more. You know, the challenges come later on as well. You know, this first 2 weeks has been tough. I don't know what week 12 is gonna be. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous to know what it's going to feel like when I get into those. But I'm really praying that I'm going to still be able to come in and have enough energy to vlog with you guys, share with you not only what's going on here at the Reptarium, but of course the expansion, because that's just so important to me. I mean, it's therapeutic that I get to spend time with you guys every day, and I really hope and pray that that doesn't stop. I actually watched Jurassic World the other day. That is a raptor. I'm telling you what, that is an absolute raptor. One of the things that I'm concerned about a couple things moving forward that I want to be completely honest and transparent with you guys. I know that I've already lost weight. You guys see that, right? And I'm concerned about continuing to lose too much weight. If I lose too much weight, then my immune system goes down. Not to mention, I'm a little self-conscious of it. You know, it's weird, right? I wanted to kind of trim down before this happened, but now I'm like, I don't want to lose any more weight, and I'm doing everything I can do to eat as much as I can so I don't, but that does concern me, right? You know, unfortunately, this particular cancer takes away your appetite, and then chemo takes away your appetite. So it's a double-edged thing that I'm fighting to try to somehow keep the weight on, keep that food in, keep those calories up as much as I can. It's a battle. I mean, every single day I'm forcing myself to eat just to kind of keep myself going, but it is something I think about all the time. Speaking of feeding, I love feeding my fish. They're just so cool. I love these guys so much. They're absolutely amazing. And actually, you know, everybody has stepped up here when it comes to the crew, not only helping out with keeping everything going here, but also, you know, trying to help me personally. As a matter of fact, Maria just started the food prep for me, which is just really going to make a huge difference. So she's literally cooking my meals for me now in advance, so that all I have to do is heat them up and actually eat them, which gives me a lot more calories. And the last couple days, not only does it taste so much better than what I was cooking, but also I'm definitely taking in more calories over the last couple days because of Maria doing it for me. So I'm so grateful to have such an amazing amount of people around me that are doing everything they can do, not only for our businesses, but also for me personally.
I've been watching Brian since I was in high school. It's honestly an honor to be able to work with him and to get to know him and his family and be as close to them as we are. Although culinary hasn't been a passion of mine as much as working with animals is, it's really an honor to be able to cook for Brian and be able to get him to keep some weight on and actually enjoy the food at the same time. I went to culinary school and I've been working culinary professionally for the last 6 years. It's nice to be able to put my other talents to use. Speaking of which, I'm ultrasounding this girl who was at 25 millimeters previously, and we're just double checking her to see where she's at today. She's at 30 millimeters. And this girl's one of my favorites. She is a banana pewter. She was at 25 millimeters previously. She's at 30 today. We only have 5 more millimeters left before we are done breeding her.
So I knew this was going to be tough. I actually think it might be tougher than I even anticipated. Don't get me wrong, it could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. It is really a difficult thing to deal with. There's absolutely no doubt about it. You guys know that, have been around people that have went through it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to try to live my dreams. I'm not going to give up on things that I'm really passionate about. I'm going to try to do this expansion and make it amazing. As hard as this is, I still have to have purpose and reason in life. So that's huge to me, right? And literally, you guys are huge to me. I mean, you are inspiring me every day with your messages and your comments. Knowing that I have the Reptile Army behind me does make it so much easier. And I realize that there are some people, maybe someone's watching right now that's going through a similar thing that doesn't have all those people. And I truly, truly empathize with those people so much because I know how difficult it must be to not have a support group that I have.
Ron Barczyk. Oh my God, Ron, how are you, man? Good. Oh my gosh, Ron, it's been so long. How you been, brother? I've been real good.
In the end, guys, obviously it's really difficult. I wouldn't wish this on my absolute worst enemy, but I'm going to fight, I'm going to battle, and I truly do believe we're going to get to the other side of it. I know the odds aren't great, but I think that we can beat the odds. With your help and your energy and your prayers and everything that you're giving, I really believe that we can get through this.